Camille Saint-Saëns, the great composer from France, dedicated his introduction and Rondo Capriccioso to one of the greatest violinists of his time, to Pablo de Sarasate, who was from Spain. And one can hear the Spanish influence and the beauty of those two cultures, France and Spain, in the music. But before we are going to play Saint-Saëns' Rondo Capriccioso, I would like to share one thought with you, and this is the question that everybody has: what is music really? In the Baha'i writings, we read that it's the food for the soul. We read that Baha'u'llah mentions music is like a ladder on which souls may ascend to the realm on high. But if we take a very simple definition, we could say music is a combination of tones. And the next question would be then, what is a tone? Everybody would say, well, some vibrations of the air. That's of course very true. But if I would play just one single tone on the violin, within our memory, we give it a name, we call it G or Ge or Sol. But is this the reality of this tone? Is it? No. So what is it? Sorry? Right. Very true. Now, why does it sound different? Different instrument, yes. Different hammer, different. But the result is different because every tone consists of many other tones. We call them overtones. Like on the violin, when I play the flageolet, all these tones together vibrate to become one round, beautiful sound. And if I do not allow the overtones to vibrate, then the sound becomes very ugly. This is how violin studying starts. And this is mainly the reason why parents rather like their children to play football or watch TV. And indeed, it takes a long time. The first 8 years are terrible. And the rest is difficult. But the most enjoying time is to be with you. It's worth. Now, I would like to compare music with the human society and the tones with individuals of the society. Now, if we take one of the individuals, maybe you can just see me better, or Max, so you take me as an example. You see me standing here, dressed with hair and nose and eyes, and you know my name. But is it me? Is this the reality? I hope too. But is it the reality of me? What is the reality of man? Like the tone is not just the name, is not just the sound. The reality is more than just what we think it is. The reality of man is he has also overtones. He has also other vibrations than what is just seen outwardly. We could call them spiritual qualities. Spiritual qualities like love, justice, honesty, truthfulness, trustworthiness, patience, and many more. The more of these qualities we develop, the more human beings we become. And the less we have, the more noise we are. And with lots of noise, it's not possible to make music. And this is maybe one of the reasons why today problems are so tremendously great in the world. Now, in case we have practiced 8 years and learned to play all the tones on the violins or on the piano, maybe it's at the beginning easier because the tones are prepared, the keys are here. At the beginning, it's very easy to play the piano. But later on, to make really music like Max is doing it is great. And I'm very thankful to have Max with me on this trip. So it's not just enough to go there and to put your hands on some of these keys and think this is music. This is not music that is uplifting. This is experiment. What is now necessary is some relation between the tones, some order. And the same thing is with the human society. Now, these are the two parts that I feel strongly when I read the writings of Baha'u'llah. In his early writings, in the hidden words, in the seven valleys, he is pointing out to those spiritual qualities that we have to develop. In his later writings, he is showing a new world civilization, the vision of a new world order. This word world order is being used more and more now, but if you go back over 100 years ago, you will find the expression of world order in the writings of Baha'u'llah, but in a way that every individual part of the human society has its own value. Nobody is dominating anyone else. Like in the music, there is not one tone dominating another one. Each one has its own duty and its own beauty. There is another question I would like to ask you of those who were not present last night. What is the essential part of the music in all the cultures? Universal language. It is a universal language, the soul, very true. But in technical terms, what is it? Harmony is true, yes, it's also essential. But there are parts of the world where people don't use harmonies. Rhythm, right. Rhythm is the essential part. Even if you have only like this, you have the same tone repeated. In fact, it's not even a tone, but you can make music already with rhythm. Rhythm is the basic element of all the music, and this is how you find if a child is musical or not. Have you found any child who is not musical? I haven't. Every child has a musical talent, and you feel it, you see it even when you hear music and the child is starting to move in the rhythm. In fact, every human being has a rhythm in himself. It starts with a heartbeat. It's like our pulse, breathing in, breathing out, day and night rhythm, the rhythm of the week, the rhythm of the year. We have the 4 seasons: spring, summer, autumn, and winter. And this is a cycle that is